Heidi and Frank show. It's not every day you get to talk to one living legend. It's not every day you get to talk to two.
I know.
This is completely rare. But we got Brian Phelps on the phone. Hey, Brian.
Brian, good morning.
Wow. Well, good morning, you guys. Heidi, Frank, that's very nice of you to say. How are you guys?
Doing
We're
awesome.
good.
We heard the news yesterday that you were going to be inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame. Much deserved.
Yep. Mhm. Awesome.
Was that the goal when you started out?
Yes.
All right, it's finally
He had
happened.
his eye on the prize, Frank, for 28 years or something.
No, not at all. I mean, Mark and I just we did our own thing, and it's just incredible. It's incredible. We've known for about a week now, and we were to keep it quiet, and I'm not very good at that. So all friends and family knew, I can tell you that. But, yeah, very, very exciting. And let me just ask this. Why don't you guys play more commercials? I mean, really, seriously.
I know, huh? It's like, hey, times are tough. We got to take what we can get right now.
Less Heidi and Frank and more
It's
commercials.
a bargain basement right now.
Yeah.
No, believe me, I understand. But that man trimming thing, I'm interested in that because, you know, living alone and, you know, with the COVID and all this, you kind of let things go a little bit.
Yes.
And,
yeah.
And I know I have. I mean, you really actually can't see it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an old joke, but I look like I'm giving birth to ZZ Top.
It's got quite the bird's nest going on down there.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, with COVID, it's like, why bother? I guess, but maybe you got to get ready when they lift it and you're free to go out and about, Brian.
Man, I got to tell you, there was one manscaping story. It's just a quick story, but I was dating this girl a couple of times, and I kind of got the feeling that our next date, which was this Saturday night, and I was going to, you know, we were going to have, it was going to be sex night for the first time.
Right. Third date.
So now this is when manscaping kind of first came into fruition, and I decided, all right. So I went to a store and I bought a trimmer, and I brought it home for my date that night, and I'm getting ready. I'm showered and I turn on the trimmer, and I'm pretty meticulous when I do things. You know, I'm that kind of a guy, and so I did the right side first, and I mean I trimmed it up. It looked great, and as I turned around to check to get to the other side, my hand brushed against the bathroom counter, and the trimmer goes flying end over end and smashes on my tile floor in the bathroom, broken. So now I looked down, and I swear to God, it looked like Florida.
Oh, my God.
There was nothing I could do, and I decided, you know what? This would be a kind of a good test on her sense of humor. So sure enough, we go out, took her to Mastro's. We get back to my house, and and we started getting amorous, and I just said, okay, here you go. And she looked at it, and she busted out laughing, and it just endeared me. I mean, we.
But did she notice the hair?
Yeah. And plus, she was originally from Florida, so we were tight.
Yeah, match made in heaven. Brian Phelps on the phone with us, legendary Mark and Brian show, aired here on KLOS. From 87 to 2012, when Heidi and I took over in 2012 for you guys. It was, like I said, very big shoes to fill.
For sure.
And you guys were always so supportive of us and encouraged your audience to give us a shot, and they did. So it's been 8 years later, and so I can't thank you enough for how much you and Mark supported us in taking over for you guys after a legendary run here in Los Angeles.
And inspire us to hopefully do the same. We'll see.
Oh, of course you will, and it's well deserved, you guys. Like I said, when we were off the air, you guys first started, and it was inevitable. You know, you're going to get it's not the same. It's not, and
right.
It shouldn't have been the same. It shouldn't have been the same. And I remember that I tweeted something like, "Just give them a chance. They're trying to find you. You know, I mean, just give them a chance." When we were first on the air, the first 6 months, we were hated because we were just so different. I mean, on Two for Tuesdays, my God, it's sacrilegious if you don't play two like Led Zeppelin songs in a row. and we'd only play one because we had a sketch or something to do, and they I mean, the phones lit up like we were the devil. I mean, they hated us.
Because you replaced
eventually,
Brian, who did you guys replace?
Well, actually, we replaced Rita. Rita Weil was kind of the interim morning show at the time, and she's one of my favorite human beings, honestly, in the whole world. And I remember our first day, there was a card on my locker after the show. There was a card, and I opened it up, and she said, "Thank God I don't have to do this anymore. Good luck."
She gets to sleep in.
She gets to sleep in, yeah. But before that, I think Fraser Smith was a legendary guy. I think he was before Rita, yeah.
What you guys did so well was just the self-deprecation. So when you guys came in and you said the audience hated you so much, isn't that the beginning when you said you had so few listeners you could number them and you started giving people numbers?
Yeah. The original 42 listeners, yeah. We handed out.
And they would call in forever and be like, "Hey, it's 37," and you had their name and everything. It was great.
That's funny.
Well, we'd walk across the hallway sometimes, and we'd see the ABC guys, Bob and Ken, I think they were, and we'd walk past them. Like, how's it feel to have ratings? Is it good? Feel good?
What's that like?
Feel good.
And now look at you guys.
Yep.
Inductees into the Radio Hall of Fame. It's officially going to happen on October 29th. Is that in Chicago?
From what I understand, it's going to be like a ceremony, like not like Zoom, but some
virtual
sort of a Zoom
ceremony.
Virtual ceremony. But because this is, and I just found this out, this is the 100th anniversary of the National Radio Hall of Fame. They want to do an actual, wear a tux, have a dinner, and
wow.
So that's good. I think I may be getting this all
Brian,
up.
I would even wear a tux if you were at home, sitting on your couch. I'm like, I get the tux, even though you're at home. Like, just that would be hilarious.
I just wear half the tux on my shaved side.
Yeah.
Go casual on the other side. No, I did see that about being the 100th anniversary. It says this class of inductees is especially important as the Radio Hall of Fame celebrates the 100th anniversary of the founding of this still viable medium. I mean, that makes us feel so good that we're in a still viable medium. You got out just in time, right?
Oh my God! Yeah, it's still viable. You guys hang in there.
Well, they're still viable.
Now,
it's never going to go away, guys. It's not. It'll change. It'll become a different thing, but it'll always be parts of people's lives, and know that you are a big part of people's lives.
Now, when we were talking to Mark earlier, he was saying, about, the show might be over, but the show prep in the person's head who does morning radio never stops. Like, you still are prepping a show in your everyday life.
When you watch the news.
Even though you don't have to get up in the morning. Is there something that's happening in the world? Obviously, this pandemic's going on, but is there something that's happened in the world that you were like, oh, I wish I was on the air tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, anything, whenever anything happens, I'm like that. And I got to tell you, and I've said this on other shows before, but and Mark's right about this. The prep guy never goes away, and I was very big on prep. And you can come to my house right now. Well, please come to my house right now. I'm very lonely, But you can come to my house right now, and there are Post-it notes and legal pads filled with character ideas and new voices and sketch ideas, and I still write them down. I enjoy writing them out, and I really do. I don't know why. I just keep doing it. I see it. Oh, God, that makes a great sketch.
That's who you are.
Yeah, we're an odd group, and we'll do that till the day we die.
We'll be those crazy people on the street, when you're getting older and you're like, oh, I got a great bit for this movie. And you're like, oh, poor grandma used to be somebody. I bet she used to be somebody. No, she's just an old radio girl.
Now, during this pandemic, being locked down, doing stuff, is there a hobby that you've picked up, something that you didn't normally do, and you're like, I'm going to try this? What are you trying?
Well, I got a couple. I mean, the one thing, and this kind of goes along with, I think, your theme today, which is hobbies that'll kill you. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah,
one of those, yeah.
All right. Well, I go to LAX a lot. And I don't travel. I just go there a lot.
Just to watch the planes.
And I just love this. I like to lick the handrails on the escalators, and that.
It's a strange hobby, but it could kill you.
He's so immune, he'll never get COVID. If he's been doing that, he's fine.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
I also, now this is kind of cool, and it's so on me really, but I built a small art studio in my house.
Oh.
And I've been kind of, tinkering around in there, and I'm just now kind of, I'm thinking of getting into live nudes. I'm going to try that.
Oh, wow.
Really? That's awesome.
Are you still?
I don't paint.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Are you?
Wait,
Are you still golfing?
I am. I think Bob Hope said it. You show me a golfer with a low handicap, and I'll show you you show me an actor with a low handicap, and I'll show you an actor that's not working.
Yep. Right.
But yeah, honestly, and I'm very leery. I'm one of the guys that's like, oh, the restaurants are open, you can sit outside. I don't know, I'm not ready for that yet.
Right.
But golf is the one thing I feel fairly safe in doing, and it's really, really.
Are you still as bad as you always were, or are you getting better?
Like I said, I'm getting better, which isn't saying much. It really, honestly, isn't. But I'm better than I was.
Oh, don't let him fool you. Brian was always good.
I know.
He was always a
I
low
saw Susan.
handicapper. I mean, he has a beautiful swing. We used to play sometimes out at the celebrity golf tournament for the LAPD with
Oh,
throw
right,
every
yeah.
now and then. I'd see Brian out there on the golf course. But
Killer
Dude,
swing.
wasn't that was such a wonderful experience. I love doing that every year. The LAPD.
How is it to see Alice Cooper in khakis?
Alice has got a great
The
game.
funny thing is, Alice is freaking great, and he came to our golf tournament almost every year we did. But the thing is, he'll wear it's so funny. He'll wear just a boring ass golf shirt, but black and white striped pants. Like zebra pants.
You're right.
And it's just like, that's Alice.
A little bit of Alice in there. Yeah.
Still the eye
Now,
makeup.
do you golf? Heidi, do you golf?
I want to so badly because we go out to La Quinta, the Palm Springs area, and there's some beautiful courses, but I just, I can hit the ball really well.
Really?
I just don't know where it's going. I just don't know.
You never
I
find it
can't-
after you
No,
hit
no.
it.
They'll be like, wow, you really, but it's never where it needs to go. So I think, and I just don't really have the patience for it, but I feel like it's something I should get into.
You really shouldn't. It's ridiculous.
Don't get into it.
Yeah, you'll be miserable the rest of your life. Brian Phelps on the phone with us. We talked to Mark earlier from the Mark and Brian Show, Radio Hall of Fame
And we should-
inductees.
and
What?
Can I just mention that there is no rift between Mark and I? It's just that you guys, unfortunately, can only handle one line at a time. Otherwise, we would have been on.
It's cost saving.
I mean, yeah, because Mark's out east and you're still out here in Los Angeles. If you're both out here at the same time, been great to have you on the show and just hang out for the day and
Awesome.
and do it all over again. But yeah, you guys have been awarded a lot. I mean, you were in 21 cities at one time in the Western United States, syndicated. You also have Air Personalities of the Year with Billboard Magazine, an NAB Marconi Award, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame,
An
and
Emmy
for hosting the Andy Griffith Christmas Special in 1991 on Fox TV. You guys just have all these awards. And Heidi and I collectively have one award for a tractor pull she won at 4-H back in Indiana. We don't.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Now,
That's it, Brian.
I come from a very small farm town, Cambridge, Illinois, which is the county seat, which means the Henry County Fair is held there every year. I love tractor pulls.
All right.
Yeah.
We impressed him.
Yes, Brian, I have a tractor pull trophy. I didn't know that was impressive to anybody. All right.
Well, I'm the only one then because I love it, and I'll trade you this for your tractor pull trophy. How's
All
that?
right.
Oh, I might
There
have
you
to
go,
think
Heidi.
about that.
There's a Marconi for tractor pull. 1 for 1. Brian Phelps.
But I got to tell you guys,
Yeah.
I'm, as big as of an honor this is, and it truly is. I am a little bummed. I'm a little bummed about this because I found out yesterday, and get this, I'm sure this is going to surprise you. You don't get a gold jacket, and you don't get a bust sculpture of your head. They don't do that for this. I was really.
What do you get?
I know.
Yeah, what do you get for Radio Hall of Fame?
I think I get to talk to you guys. I think that's it.
That was it. Oh, wow.
No.
Talk about a letdown. But Brian, it was a pleasure and an honor to talk to you.
You and Mark are gems.
Congratulations on all the success over the years, and
thank you.
finally get in the Radio Hall of Fame. It is well deserved. So congratulations, buddy, and come in anytime you want to hang out.
Hell yeah.
Man, that might be fun. I'll bring some of the stuff that I've
Definitely.
no vehicle to use. And I just want to say that last year when we were trying to get into the Hall of Fame. You guys were so kind. You two, especially, and Kayla West, of course. I'm not that big of a fan of your program director, but you two are.
Nobody is.
Yeah, you're in good company.
But you two were so kind to us and all of Kayla West, really. And a big thank you, of course, to Laura and the fabulous Rita Wild. Thanks a lot, you guys.
Thanks,
Thank you, Brian. Brian Phelps, Mark and Brian show. About time. Radio
Wow,
Hall of Fame.
that's cool.
We can only aspire someday, Heidi.
Frank, I'm here with you. I'm doing the best I can. I don't know how else to get noticed. I'm at a loss. Yeah. So we can just say that we replaced the guys
who are in the Hall of Fame.
That's pretty good.
That's a nice twist.
Yeah, we are related to the Radio Hall of Fame.
We're 1 degree away from the Hall of Fame.
Kevin Bacon.
There you go.
Mark and Hall of Fame.